Here is a quick demonstration of just how powerful Ursa is as a wolf with Lycan buffs around him. So I got the Helm of the Dominator, which gives a 20% base damage aura. I've got Feral Impulse, 50% bonus damage. We're gonna howl. Ursa's gonna use his overpower, and then we're gonna attack right when this kind of expires. So he has 2 overpowers in a row, and I'm gonna bite him and turn him into a wolf, giving him the critical damage that you get from shapeshift. So I'm gonna howl right now. He's gonna attack. I'm gonna overpower one more time. Dude, 10,416 damage in 2 overpowers. That was like 6 seconds. I am predicting that this strategy will take over professional gameplay until it gets patched. That's how strong it is. The Offlane Lycan building into an Aghanim Scepter and pairing with a strong physical damage hard carry is incredibly powerful. And the absolute best hard carry you can play in conjunction with Offlane Lycan is Ursa, because you get to turn a bear into a wolf. Welcome everybody, I am Navitz, representing my esports team, the Sploush Troupe, and today this video is brought to you on behalf of Gamers Class. Learn from the pros and boost your gaming skills with Gamers Class. Some of you might be questioning whether Offlane Lycan is viable or not, and let me tell you, it absolutely is. It can be just as strong as Beastmaster. Now, if you are questioning how to play Lycan or want to see how to play Lycan in the offlane, I have 2 videos on my YouTube channel, the Beast Bros and my Lycan guide. The Beast Bros outlines why Lycan and Beastmaster are interchangeable as offlaners, and the Lycan guide will go through everything you need to know about how to play Lycan. What I'm going to talk about is the particular differences in the offlane and how we're going to change things up. So first of all, we're going to take a look at our core items that we're going to buy. Now, the thing about Offlane Lycan is that sometimes you skip this Helm of the Dominator. It really depends on how the game is going or how you think the game is going to play out, and you should probably try going straight into Necrobook and straight into Helm of the Dominator, seeing what works best for you. This is the strategy that I like the best right here. So first off, we're going to get our starting items, which is going to be 2 sets of Tangos, 1 Ring of Regen, and a Quelling Blade. The reason we get the Ring of Regen is because we are building into the Headdress. Now, after we get the Headdress, what we're going to get is the 2 Sage's Masks, and that will eventually build into Necro 1. The reason we want to do this is we have extra item slots as Lycan. We're not going to be buying boots. We have extra item slots available, and these Sage's Masks give us enough mana regeneration to be able to consistently have wolves in the offlane. I even like this build. I've been going with this in the safe lane now too. Sometimes I just go straight Dominator before the Sage's Masks, but usually I get the Sage's Masks, then I build the Headdress, and then I finish off the Dominator, and then I go into my Necrobook. Now, second, what you're going to do is go into your Necrobook and play until you get Necro 3, and then you are going to farm up your Aghanim Scepter. This build is made in conjunction with a physical damage hard carry, as I said. So I'm going to show you afterwards when to draft or when to build the Aghanim Scepter. We're going to show which heroes it pairs really well with. And then after you get the Aghanim Scepter, you can kind of play it out the rest of the game however you'd like. An AC is really good because of the bonus armor. It's good for all of your creeps. It helps your teammates, gives everyone armor, reduces other people's armor, BKB if necessary, and then you can also pick up utility items like a Heaven's Halberd if you need to. A Solar Crest would be really good, especially because your goal is to empower another physical damage core on your team, so Solar Crest is really good. Abyssal Blade is great, going for the Nullifier if you're not team fighting a lot. If you're doing a lot of split pushing, Desolator can be good to take towers. But anyway, that's the way we go. And a quick rundown of the skill build. Like I said, this is available on the guide on my YouTube channel, but the quick rundown is you go max wolves, then you get 2 points in Feral Impulse, you get your level 6. At level 6 you start killing. You look to kill every time your shapeshift is available. At level 8 you're not going to take extra points in Feral Impulse. You're going to get 1 point in Howl before you finish off your Feral Impulse. At level 10, you are not going to take your 15 damage or 4 armor talent. The reason for that is because you don't actually have to take this talent tree. When you get to level 15, you can directly take 10% cooldown reduction, and then at level 16, what you're gonna do is come back and take either 15 damage or 4 armor. You're gonna find that a lot of the times you're coming back and taking the extra armor because you don't really need the extra damage. Now, you'll finish off the rest of the build by going by capping off Howl and getting Shapeshift every time it's available. But the key to this strategy is Wolf Bite, and I'm about to explain why Wolf Bite is incredibly strong, what Valve has done, and what they don't know that they've done. So here are some secrets about Wolf Bite. The first one we're going to show you is taking a look at the changelog. You can see that in patch 7.25c, Shapeshift cooldown was increased from 195.80 to 125, 110.95. Now the 80, that is the cooldown that they had Wolf Bite set to, and when they nerfed Shapeshift, they forgot to nerf Wolf Bite. So Wolf Bite still has an 80-second cooldown, meaning that you get to bite an ally more frequently than you can shapeshift yourself. Another great thing about Wolf Bite that not many people know is that after you bite a hero, they will get the duration of Wolf Bite that you would get. So right now it's at 19 seconds left. I have a total duration of 22 seconds. However, if I level up my primary hero and I get to level 20, I can take the plus 5 second shapeshift duration, and now when I use Wolf Bite on Ursa, he's going to have his additional 5 seconds of being a wolf, in addition to me having an additional 5 seconds of being a wolf. So now when I Wolf Bite him, his cooldown time is going to be 27 seconds instead of 23. So gaining points in your talents affects whoever you Wolf Bite if the talents affect you in shapeshift form. So that goes for the plus 32% critical damage or critical shapeshift, 32% chance shapeshift critical strike. Now, why is this so strong in the first place, and why is it good with a physical damage core? Well, first of all, you gain every ability that shapeshift gives Lycan. So you get 27 second duration if you have the plus 5 second talent. You get 650 movement speed. Now, what we're going to do is put 650 movement speed on this Ursa in a second. You get bonus night vision. You get 40% critical strike. And at level 3, you get a 200%, you do 200% critical strike damage. Now, think about that with Ursa. If you level up Overpower and it gives you 6 attacks with a bonus 400 attack speed, and you're a wolf moving at 650 attack speed, having a 40% chance to critical strike for 200 damage, and this is already a hero that just wants to run at you and attack, imagine how powerful that's going to be. So let's discuss how to draft this Offlane Lycan and who you should be pairing it with. I've already mentioned that it needs to be a physical damage core. Let's look at some other cores aside from Ursa, because in my opinion, Ursa is the best hero to draft Offlane Lycan with right now because of how powerful the wolf bear is. But Troll is another very, very good hero. He's somewhat meta right now. He gets stacks of fervor. He can use his whirling axes. He can slow people down. Troll is a great hero. Another one is Phantom Assassin, getting the coup de grace, so extra critical damage, extra speed to close distance. She's got the blink strike, all of that good stuff. Luna is actually also a decent hero for this. Now, the thing that happens though is Luna becomes a wolf, and they also, when they turn into a wolf, these physical damage cores still maintain their regular attack speed. So Lycan has a pretty slow attack speed himself. All these physical damage cores will maintain their regular attack speed. So Luna is a really good one because she also gets to continue using her glaives. Now, there aren't a lot of her moon glaives. Now, there aren't a lot of ranged carries that I would stack this with because it forces them to become melee cores, and they are somewhat squishier. Like, I wouldn't put this on a Mirana really, or I wouldn't put it on a I don't know, like a sniper or anything like that. It wouldn't really make sense. But Luna and Templar Assassin are two ranged cores that this really makes sense to add or to Wolf Bite. So Templar Assassin is a pretty good one. You wouldn't want it on a spell casting mid hero, so it doesn't really work well on anybody like an Ember Spirit, a Shadow Fiend, a Void Spirit. These guys don't do a ton of physical damage, they do more spell casting damage, so it doesn't make sense to Wolf Bite these type of heroes. Phantom Lancer can be pretty good. Slark is another very, very good hero to put this on because he obviously has pounce. He can pounce as a wolf. He can get stacks of essence shift, very powerful. Terrorblade is not the greatest because when he's in metamorphosis, he wants to stay ranged, and you don't want to force him to be a wolf. It's not terrible, but like you would rather have Terrorblade ranged as a ranged hero most of the time during meta anyway. Void can be really good. He can also close distance and get really good chronos. Bloodseeker's not bad, and Anti-Mage is okay as well. So basically your standard agility based physical damage cores can work really well with this strategy. It can also work well with Sven, but Sven's kind of out of the meta right now, and it can kind of work with Alchemist too, but also I don't know, I wouldn't back the strategy on an Alchemist or a Sven very much. I would much rather put it on a physical damage agility based core. This is a game I played this weekend in Battle Cup. So I was actually drafting and I had decided that I wanted to execute the Aghanim's build in a Battle Cup, and I'm up against a Templar Assassin and a Phantom Assassin and a Lion in the off lane. Now my strategy is, so how you want to think about playing this lane is you want to basically survive until you get to level 6, and that's when you're really deadly. So you use your wolves and you deny as much as you possibly can, and you have the wave push into your tower. As you can see here, I have the wave pushing into my tower, and I'm going to try to get as many of these last hits as I possibly can. Phantom Assassin can put a little bit of pressure on me, but my health regen is really high, and I have 6 tangos. I've also bought a stick. Now, I am doing the strategy that I mentioned earlier, which is going for the headdress, then the double Sage's masks, and then completing... I'm going to complete the Helm of the Dominator instead of the Necro Book. So I'm not going to go Necro Book right now. I'm going to go straight into Helm of the Dominator. And my goal is going to be to get a Dominator and some Sage's Mask and part of the build to Necro Book before 10 minutes. Around level 6 is when I'm going to look to try to kill this PA. Until then, I'm going to try to maintain this lane and not die. It's very important not to die. So you also notice that since I'm playing against a PA, I bought a magic stick. That's something you should be aware of if you're in a lane that has somebody who casts a lot of spells. Don't be hesitant to buy the magic stick early. In fact, you should almost always be buying a magic stick, especially if you are lower in MMR. Anything below 4K, I would say get a magic stick absolutely every single game. So we're at this point in the game, 8 minutes and 41 seconds. I have died once, I killed the PA once, and we're halfway, or we're almost at the Helm of the Dominator. I only need another 40-ish gold. So what I'm going to do right now is try to use my shapeshift at least one time, because I think there's an opportunity to dive this tower here coming up, and we're going to watch this happen. The reason that I'm going to use it now is because I have an opportunity to kill Lion. So Lion does hex me, but my wolves are very strong. I would have continued fighting the PA here. Now the reason I can't is because obviously there's a rotation from the Ember. So all I'm going to do is back up, try to take, or back up, get to safety, wait for Ember to leave, and at the same time I have my Helm of the Dominator coming right now. So that's going to allow me to dominate, or that's going to allow me to have a much stronger lane once I get to dominate a large creep from this camp. So it's gonna have to be at the 10-minute mark because the Centaur Warrunner was just cleared out right there. But now I've gotten a kill on Lion. I'm waiting for Shapeshift to finish the cooldown, and the way I'm going to play this is just be patient until my shapeshift is cooled down and try to get as much farm as possible to get the Necro Book as early as I can. So here we are at 10 minutes and 53 seconds, and you're going to see right now that we're trying to put some pressure on the PA. PA is backing up, and I have quite a few creeps underneath the tower. Now truthfully, I should have shapeshifted right now and decided to dive this because we have so many creeps to tank the damage, and I have this big orange guy, I forget what he's called. What's he called? The Hellbear Smasher, who has clap and he has an aura that gives me 15 attack speed. So I am still going to use my Lycan ulti, and I'm decided to dive the tower here because I knew I had a catapult wave coming, and I actually should have been more diligent about trying to get that last hit. It's really important to getting the gold and the farm that you need. But now what I've done is at the 10-minute mark, I've used my second shapeshift in addition with my Helm of the Dominator and my dominated creep to take, or one, to force Phantom Assassin out of lane, to kill the Lion again, and to take the tower. So now I have complete control over the top lane or over the bottom lane, and Phantom Assassin has to find somewhere else to farm. A few minutes have gone by, and now I have my Necro book and my Dominator, and I see a fight breaking out. So I come into the fight, I drop my Necro book, and at this point, all I want to do is just try to force these guys out of this area of the map. I don't know if we're going to be able to win the fight. So as a Lycan, I don't want to overstay my welcome. Even when I'm hexed, I can move at full speed. So I split my units away from my main hero. I see that the Ember Spirit gets Fiend scripted. I'm basically just trying to have as much of an impact on this fight as I possibly can without putting myself in danger of dying. And now that oh, check this out. Oh, that was a sweet move. I'm hyping myself up. I actually took over the Centaur War Runner right there. I ran him forward. I stomped the Ember, and it helped us get this kill, and now I'm getting away. But what I was saying is that now that my shapeshift is over, this is when I want to escape the fight. And also, I use my Howl and my Centaur to stomp the Timber again and to turn that on him. He thought he had the advantage over me, but he didn't realize how strong Howl is. It's got a 5 armor reduction for 5 seconds at level 1, and that's why I advocate getting it when you hit level 8, because it's really strong in conjunction with your shapeshift. So that's how we just won a team fight, and that basically sets me up to get a very, very fast Necro 2 timing, which it's flying out to me at this point, and then I'm going to go for Necro 3 as soon as I can. 15 minutes in, and our team is pretty far ahead, so what I'm going to do here is look to control as much of the map as possible. I pop my Necro minions to take the mid tower. I'm going to fight for this, and then a fight's going to break out around here. The second that my Ursa goes into this fight, I'm going to shapeshift and run towards it. So as soon as that fight gets started and I see that there's something I should be doing, I will shapeshift and run over there. So I click over there, I see something's happening, I'm still pushing, I see another hero over here, and we have good vision now, and we're getting ready to start a fight. So now I shapeshift, we catch the Timber Saw out first, he goes down quickly, our Bane gets gone on, but we have the opportunity to go here. Now I use the Stomp Creep to catch a hero out right there, the Lion, and I'm just going to kind of try to finish this off here by chasing down the Oracle. Now that the Oracle is dead and my shapeshift's about to run out, all I'm going to do is run at this top tower. I don't care about the creep wave top. Let's speed up past this. No pauses, no pauses. I don't care about this creep wave top very much. However, I know that the Timber is respawning soon, and I don't want to put myself in a position to die. If that Timber wasn't respawning, I would have gone to just take that tower, but either way, we're going to speed this up a little bit and watch the way I play the map. I'm going to try to continue to force them to have less space in the map. So right now, they basically can farm, if you look like this bottom portion of the mini-map. If you're looking at the mini-map, just this very, very bottom small area is what they can farm. And I've taken the top tower as well, so they don't have a lot of opportunities. And my next shapeshift isn't available for another 40 seconds, so I don't want to take a fight. And our team does want to take Roshan because we know we've got them on the back corner. We can see their heroes at the bottom right of the map. We can see their heroes in the jungle. They're trying to get anything that they can. So while we managed to take mid tower, win a fight, take top tower, we were also able to take Roshan directly after that. And now my shapeshift's about to be available again, and I'm building into the Aghanim, so that we've basically completely controlled the game up until this point. Now this is the part we've all been waiting for. We have gone ahead and got the Aghanim Scepter on my Lycan, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn my bat into a wolf. So check this out. He runs forward, he's going to lasso, and look how far back he can bring this Oracle because of how fast he is with the lasso. He has the 650 movement speed. So our Bat Rider is just having a fire trail behind him, running ahead of this PA, able to get away, has the Yule Scepter also available. He puts the Yules on the PA as well, and now he's just gonna back out here, and his wolf form is gone now, but now I'm a wolf. So I'm finishing up my wolf form pretty soon too, and we're just gonna continue taking top tower. We've already taken mid, and eventually I'm gonna put this on Ursa as well. So here's our first encounter with Ursa turning our bear into a wolf. And one thing that I have to point out here is how important it is for you to make sure the first thing that you do when you turn into a wolf is to go turn Ursa into a wolf. So instead of running at this team into the fight and waiting for Ursa to catch up, I run directly at my Ursa. In fact, sometimes I'll use a shapeshift just to cross the map faster so I can wolf bite Ursa, because I know that Ursa as a wolf is significantly more dangerous than Lycan as a wolf. So when I do turn Ursa into a wolf, we're able to completely dominate this team right now. Even though we've lost our tree, they lose their timber saw. It's kind of hard to keep track of how many wolves are running around, but we've got 2 of them. Ursa's doing massive amounts of damage. He still has rage up. He has an abyssal blade. He's got the morbid mask. We have the shared lifesteal together right now, and we're just trying to push as fast as we can. Unfortunately, while we did manage to do well in the fight, both of our ultimates are about to expire, so it's time for us to back out. After your shapeshift expires, after your wolf bite expires, you gotta back out. And now you can see that the cooldown on my wolf bite is 45 seconds. Since I'm only level 16, I don't have a third point in shapeshift yet, so my cooldown is significantly longer than my wolf bite cooldown, meaning that I can turn Ursa into a wolf far more often than I can be a wolf. To finish this game off, I'm gonna go ahead, and the second that my wolf bite is off of cooldown, I'm gonna turn Ursa back into a wolf one last time. My cooldown's still going on. I'll turn into a wolf soon, but basically what this does is give me the opportunity to attack towers while my Ursa goes ahead and tries to kill heroes. So my job is gonna be, hey, take buildings, use your creeps to do that, use your main hero to do that, send everybody else or let Ursa and everybody else run down the other heroes. And what's really, really good about this is that you don't even have to show up to fights to be super effective. All you have to do is have one wolf or your main hero within a 2,000 unit range of the enemy heroes. So that's how that's this far. You see where my Lycan is? This is 2,000 units, that green line on the outside, meaning that if I howl anybody, they will reduce their armor by 8 for 8 seconds, and their attack damage will be reduced by 40% for 8 seconds. And this is on cooldown 16.2 seconds with my 10% cooldown reduction. So I can continuously, every 8 seconds, for 8 seconds on, they'll have howl on them, then it'll be 8 seconds off, and then I'll just howl again constantly at the back of a fight, while my main hero, like I said, focuses on taking towers. I'm still taking this tower. These guys are doing all the work of pushing their team back. I'm always howling, and now they're trying to make one final play, but this game is essentially over. So that is the power of wolf bite. Like I said at the beginning, I'm pretty sure this strategy is going to dominate pro gameplay in the near future once people realize how absolutely broken wolf bite is. They've started to realize how absolutely powerful shapeshift is and how strong Lycan is. He's getting banned all the time. However, nobody has started buying an Aghanim scepter and pairing it with a core physical damage hero that I know of, and that is going to be a new meta strat. I'm calling it. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'm Navids, representing my esports team, the Sploush Troupe, and this video again was brought to you on behalf of Gamers Class. Thank you all very much. Until next time, one love.